Sometimes I feel like that half of my life isn't real, and there's just a number of occurrences that make me think that way. Sometimes I feel like I can sort of predict certain things, like I can predict what the next Simpsons episode or Top Gear episode is. It's like when I'm minding my own business, I'm just thinking of a funny moment from a Simpsons episode, a Top Gear episode, Vic of Dibley, you name it. And then almost eventually, like when I'm least expecting it, when I'm having dinner, when my parents are watching something and I'm overhearing it, and and I hear that exact episode I was thinking about. And it's just, how did that come too soon? I also, it's also the same with music on local radio stations. Not like present day music, because I mean that would be obvious, but a 70s hit or an 80s hit, briefly got it playing in my head. I'm not listening to any music or anything, and it's again minding my own business, and then eventually, like when I'm doing volunteering jobs and there's a radio on in the background, or when I'm on my way to somewhere, it's playing. It's not like seconds later. It's just like a day or half a week, it eventually gets there. And to me that just feels quite disturbing. Also, it's also moments where sometimes I think about, I've been in this moment before, where, as usual, minding my own business, and all of a sudden, I have this flash in my brain, like, didn't I hear this conversation before? Or didn't I think about this before at a certain point, like in a dream somewhere, and did I forget it till now? And then, lots of random numbers and random thoughts start going about in my head, and it's just weird. I don't know if anyone else has been through that. One or two people would say they would, and it's perfectly normal, but I'm not sure. So anyways, this week I was watching Mr. Robot on Amazon Prime, and I mean it was almost like that in a way, how the main character Elliot, he's going through these hallucination points and these memory blocks, and just that looks like he's in one place but he's actually in another, and that's almost how I felt being asleep. Like this week, just reading through too much on social media, like too much bad stuff that's going on. It's, making me think, is this really happening? And, you just want to do something just to block it all out. I try to avoid the news on TVs, try to avoid news updates on radio stations on the hour, every hour. But I mean, I always end up using Twitter or Facebook to see what's happened. I mean, I'm starting to ignore updates on Facebook, and I'm just pinning for like just like a whole better world of things. But, you know, I suppose that's just imagination too.